Now my air conditioner is doing the spitting thing again, and it's making a big vibration noise. I was just about to have a shower, but that vibration noise, it's a lot. It's a lot. Good morning. I have been doing a lot of work today, and I'm feeling it. This truck right now is 80% completion. It's not 80% completed at all. In terms of the major jobs of getting it fully functional, it's at about 80%. And it's been hovering at that percentage-wise for a little while. The bones of it will be done, and then I can start doing all of the fun, enjoyable stuff, which I'm desperate to do. All the fun, enjoyable stuff can then come of just like painting and decorating and adding hardware and designing, I guess, those sort of like nice bits and pieces, tidying up cables, all the stuff that I really want to do, that my brain is desperate to do, but I'm refusing to start on that stuff because as soon as I start on that stuff, I'll want to forget about all the hard stuff and boring stuff. So with that being said, one of the things that I need to do today is I need to pick up my shunt and battery monitor. Now, I had one before that I installed very quickly, and the problem I had with that is that it sparked, it went all crazy, and half of the bolt is just melted. And it turns out that the reason why that happened is because I hadn't tightened the bolts on it fully. My diagnosis of what happened. So today I want to pick up the new shunt and battery monitor and install it. It should be fairly simple because it's the exact same company that I've used before. I now know how much I need to tighten it and make it safe and effective. That way, I can keep a closer eye on my power situation, which is something that I really want to do because I've had so many power issues happen. The more details I have about how I'm using my electricity and how to more effectively use it. So it may sound like a luxury. To me, it's actually something that is pretty essential for making sure that I can live this life like this. So that is today's mission, is to pick up the shunt and battery monitor and install it. Now my air conditioner is doing the spitting thing again, and it's making a big fucking vibration noise. I was just about to have a shower. I'm going to go have a shower before I can look at it. We go do that. I'm going to go do that. Then I'm going to come and have a look. But that vibration noise, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. So the leaky thing that happened yesterday has happened again. And I think there's a refrigerant leak on the connectors of the unit. There's like moisture, and those connectors are the ones that I put in, which are obviously not guaranteed by the guy that helped me with my lines. There's also this leak inside, which I can't imagine is the refrigerant. Can't imagine. I think it's just a coincidence that both of those things happen at the same time. However, I can't be sure. I do need to get it figured out sooner rather than later, but I also need to get it figured out in a way that it's not gonna recur. Is that shaking and vibration of it, is that caused the those connectors to come out. Is that a thing that's happened? You know, like vibrations causing them to come loose. Man, this is like for every challenge that I have overcome and figured out and got through, and you know, like there's just a new one on the horizon, which is fine. Like it is fine. It really is. I know it sounds like I'm like complaining or moaning right now. It's just the one after the otherness of them, and the sort of the importance of it. Like power and AC in Houston is just like, it's absolutely essential. If it was just a matter of discomfort, that would be one thing, but it's not. It's Houston, and it becomes an oven. It's not just discomfort, like it's actual ability to live. So I really feeling it today. I'm really feeling it today. So I'm going to go and get my battery monitor. I thought it was going to be a nice little day. Yeah. I got a shower though. Pat myself on the back for that one. Okay, I have the shunt and battery monitor picked up. And now, very fancy. Yeah. So I'm gonna go home now. I'm still trying not to think in an urgent manner, but it's hard not to, really, with this weather. It's just the way that things have, the way that the cards have been dealt, but also I think it's also partly due to the fact that I have maybe not played my cards as wisely as I could have done. So now I'm having to deal with the repercussions of that as well. So yeah, I'm trying to get my hand back now. I'm just gonna go outside quickly and try and record the sound that's making. It actually seems to be working right now, which is weird. Really weird, actually. I prefer it just to be. That was just condensation and not refrigerant leaking. Fuck, I wish this was replicable. If I can't replicate the problem, then that's causes me concern. What it could have been. Yeah, there's the moisture. So I guess that's just condensation. The air is cool through there. The only thing that I can think of perhaps I left the unit on whilst I was driving. Well, I must have done. I must have left it on while I was driving. Second of all, this head unit doesn't look like it's on properly. So I think I left it on while I was driving. Probably not the best idea. And as it went over bumps and stuff, the fan was still going, which probably caused some sort of strain on the fan. Maybe even a rock or something came up and got into it. So it was making that loud buzzing sound, caused something to shift. So maybe I need to double check. I need to double check the bolts and the fan itself. And the liquid on it was just condensation. And because this was also removing the moisture whilst the truck was back and forth, that moisture came and spilt out again. So that's my hypothesis right now. So yeah, just very grateful that I can continue with my day with some air conditioning until I turn the power off anyway and install my monitor. This has been challenging. This is my original battery monitor unit, which is going to be replaced with something similar, same company, definitely bigger at the very least. Here. Now, the one thing I'm really hoping is that this battery cable, which is already fed through the wall, is going to be the same as the new one. If it is the same cable, please be the same cable. Oh my god. It is. Same cable. Okay, beautiful. I can use that cable. Perfect. So yeah, this one is ever so slightly bigger and has more features and stuff, which I'm kind of looking forward to. So here is everything that comes in the pack. You get the user manual, the cable, the shunt. This is the thing that last time I did not fit properly and it was loose. So need to secure that better. The actual unit itself, power cable, and lugs for the actual unit itself. And screws to put it into the wall. So here's the old shunt, right? It's exactly the same shunt as before. But you can see it's got some melty marks on it. And basically, I did not tighten these bolts down enough. And as the van and truck moved, they rattled loose and just melted. So there's a big spark. Now I know where I went wrong last time. It should, in theory, be fairly simple. I'm not going to disconnect. I'm not going to take out the batteries because I don't need to. As long as I cover up the tops to make sure nothing falls on them and everything, it should be okay, I think. At this moment in time, I am trying to figure out whether I should have the shunt where it currently is, or if I should move it. Because basically, ultimately, I'm just trying to figure out how short a cable I can create. If I can create one short enough that won't be all screwy. Like, for example, this one would have to be like essentially like this. That doesn't seem very good. I don't think a cable should be that short. The shunt itself, my lugs are a little bit too small. So I saw something on YouTube that somebody did, which is drill the hole a little bit bigger, just ever so slightly. I do have bigger terminal ends, but this is kind of a perfect length ish that I need, so I'm just going to cheat a little bit, just a little bit. Don't tell anyone. Okay, that. Okay. So that was a close call. The drill, holy fuck me. Ooh, that was a close call. The drill went through the glove, which is fine. The problem is that it pulled the glove rather than just tearing through it. It actually pulled the glove and twisted it around my finger And I cannot feel the tip of my finger right now. I mean, it's torn the entire side off. Yeah, so if that had gone through a couple more rotations, because it pulled the cloth in, I actually don't know what would have happened to the tip of my finger just then. That definitely didn't feel like it was great. Yeah, that was a weird moment. So let's see where we're at right now. Okay, I think we're pretty close. Woo! Okay, let's do a couple more drills. I am going to put the glove back on. Ow, my legs. Oh my god. I'm going to pull this out. Now. And then you go running away from me right now. And I am going to connect it to the battery monitor. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign that we have. That makes me happy. When the plus 28 watts coming in. So there you go. That is my battery monitor, and just to sort of show you how it kind of all ended up. Here's the shunt, which is now, I tightened that fully, unlike last time, and I tightened it with this. So these are like 100% screwed in. This is massively screwed into here. This is secure, as you can see. There's no like give on it whatsoever. These are all secure. This is secure. Everything's tightened. So just to break down exactly what is happening when it comes to the shunt and the battery monitor is we have the load. My negative is going to the shunt here, and then the shunt is going into the negative of the battery. And basically this little middle bit, the actual shunt here, is measuring what comes in, what goes out, and it's comparing it to, and it's basically measuring the energy from the load, and it's passing it through this little data cable all the way up to the monitor up there. It also has a little positive that goes all the way to the positive cable to essentially do all the math and figure out what is coming in, what is going out, and give you just more detailed look on how much capacity the battery has, but also whether it's going up or whether it's going down overall. So then it all just comes up to here, and this shows you the capacity, which is the amp hours here. So I have 200 amp hours, and I'm basically at full capacity. It would normally be like 27 on a 24 volt system. And then it shows you how much is coming in. I'm boiling hot. I'm really boiling hot right now. Yeah, am I going to put... Yes, I'm going to put my AC back on while I tidy up. And I'm going to plug... My fridge has been plugged into my Bluetti. So I'm going to plug my fridge back in and get myself all tidied up. Mission accomplished for the day. I'm also hopeful about my AC. Let's do one last test of my AC. Okay, let's get this cooled down. Beautiful. So we now have air conditioning. I'm definitely going to freshen myself up a little bit as well. And what a day. What a day. What a day. It's been a crazy day. Okay. Time to cool down, freshen up, and get myself some food. I need to get myself some food as well, because I'm starved. For now, thank you for joining me on this emotional roller coaster day. For now, I am clocking the hell out.